All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to jump right into the single biggest tension at the heart of artificial intelligence, this breakneck race for innovation versus the absolute need for safety. And believe me, the starting gun for this race went off faster than anyone could have imagined. So let's just talk about that speed for a second. OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, he just lays it out there. The way people adopted tools like ChatGPT is unlike anything he's ever seen in any company, ever. This isn't just a new gadget. It's a massive societal shift happening in what feels like overnight. And that exponential growth curve, it really sets the stage for everything we're about to talk about.
And look, it's not just that a ton of people are using it. The stuff these models can do is evolving at a stunning, almost weekly pace. We're seeing things like Sora creating video from just a sentence, or other models making diagrams that feel less like they're just pulling data and more like, I don't know, genuine insight? This crazy fast evolution is exactly what's fueling both all the excitement and, frankly, all the anxiety.
And just to put a number on it, we are talking about over 500 million weekly active users, and that number is just shooting up. So yeah, this is not some niche thing for tech geeks anymore, right? This is a full-blown global phenomenon that is actively changing how hundreds of millions of us work, create, and even think.
So all this incredible creative power naturally brings us to our first huge point of conflict. What on earth does this mean for human creators? For artists, for writers, for musicians? AI is presenting a really profound dilemma.
And it all boils down to this really fundamental question. When an AI can perfectly copy the unique style of an artist, usually because it was trained on their entire life's work without them ever saying okay, where do we draw the line? Is it just inspiration, something humans have been doing forever, or is it something totally different? Is it basically just high-tech intellectual property theft? You see how this creates these two, completely opposite visions for the future, right? On one hand, you've got people saying this is the ultimate creative co-pilot, a tool that will amplify our own abilities to incredible new heights. But on the other hand, a lot of artists are looking at this as an existential threat that could just erase the value of their unique work. And here's the thing, both of those feelings are totally 100% valid.
You know, even Sam Altman admits this is a huge problem, and he's suggesting we might need entirely new economic models. He's kind of throwing ideas out there like maybe artists could opt in to have their style used and then get a piece of the revenue. The bottom line is, the old rules for things like fair use, they just might not cut it anymore. And companies are already making up policies on the fly, like refusing to create images in the style of a living artist.
Okay, so let's shift gears a bit. We're moving from the art world to the world of science, where honestly the potential for AI gets even crazier.
And this is where Altman gets really excited. He thinks the biggest win for humanity isn't just going to be, making our daily lives a little easier. It's about using AI to turbocharge the pace of scientific discovery itself, solving problems that have had us stuck for generations.
We're talking about massive, world-changing breakthroughs here. I mean, just think about it for a second. We're talking about AI helping us make real progress against diseases, discovering brand new materials, or cracking these impossible physics problems. Scientists are already saying it's making them way more productive, which means the era of AI-driven discovery isn't some far-off sci-fi thing. It's happening. It's starting right now. But, and this is a huge but, this incredible power, this jump from just answering questions to actually doing things, well, that brings us to the most significant challenge of all, and that's the leap to what's called Agentic AI.
Okay, let's break this down, because this is super important. So right now, a tool like ChatGPT it answers you, right? You type something, it types something back. An agentic AI is totally different. You give it a big, complicated goal, and it can go out and do stuff for you on its own to make it happen.
So think about it like this in the real world. You don't tell it, go to this website, click this button. You just say, hey, book my trip, and then it figures out the rest. It goes online, it checks your calendar, it fills in your credit card info, it makes the reservations. It's an unbelievable superpower. But it also means the AI is no longer just trapped in a chat window. It's out there, an active player in your digital life. And this right here, this is the whole ballgame. Altman himself says it. This is the most consequential safety challenge they've ever faced. Because once an AI can act, a mistake isn't just a wrong answer anymore. It can be a real-world disaster. And that's not some theoretical risk in the future. It is the central problem they are dealing with today.
So if you're an AI safety researcher, this is where all the alarm bells start going off. The sci-fi nightmares suddenly become very real engineering problems. You've got huge cybersecurity risks, the potential for it to be misused for terrible things like disinformation, and on a really personal level, you could have an agent that unpredictably deletes your most important files, or even, drains your bank account.
So this leap,
which feels almost inevitable. It forces us into a much, much bigger conversation. This isn't just about tech anymore. It's about power. It's about who's accountable. It's about, well, the future of our species.
And in this, just mind-blowing twist, one of OpenAI's own advanced models actually turned the tables and asked its creator this very question. It is maybe the single most important question anyone could be asking right now. Who gets to make these choices that could change everything for all of us?
So the takeaway here is that this whole conversation, it can't just happen behind closed doors in some lab. We are literally building technology that could change human history. And that power is in the hands of a very small number of people. So the whole game becomes about accountability. Who's responsible when things go sideways? And they will go sideways.
And that brings us to the final and maybe the most important question of all. We are racing to build this exponential intelligence. But how in the world do we make sure that it develops exponential wisdom to go along with it? That's the real dilemma, isn't it?